Welcome back to the kitchen. We got a DSLR video today, and we're just gonna make the best of a bad situation on this goat. So let's get into it. Okay, so the last time I went over there, they had a Boston butt that was in the bottom of a freezer, and it had just been handled, and the vacuum seal had been messed up on it. So they were worried that it was gonna be freeze burn. They couldn't sell it, because of that. And then I've had it for a couple of months too. So what I did is I trimmed off the sides and the ends, probably a ½ inch or so, and just kind of squared that up. Did a little smell check, make sure that there wasn't anything funky after I cut that, and then I kind of filleted the top and the bottom off. So I just peeled off the entire outside of this Boston butt, basically. And then from there, I started going down the center, split it in half, and then I had to work around like the shoulder blade part, so I kind of used my fillet knife, got in there, split that out, and pulled the bone out. And then I split those two pieces of meat that I had pulled the bones out in half also. And then I just started cutting like rib size sections out of this. And if you haven't guessed by now, I'm trying to make some country style ribs that don't have bones in them. So I got that out, started slicing ribs. They were looking good. And then of course you need to make sure that the last slice that you make, you leave a finger under the meat so you slice it up really good, and have to make a band-aid of like duct tape or something. But anyway, so I've got that prepared, and then I just took some of the pitfaced barbecue spicy meat rub and put a little salt, garlic powder, and some coffee in there because it just needed a little salt. I feel like I'm kind of doing like a dry brine on these, and I left them in the fridge overnight. And so yeah, here we are. I've got them in this crock pot right now. They've been sitting overnight in there just like that, and I'm going to cook them on low for about 6 hours, and then we'll come back. Okay, so I took these out of the crock pot. They've been there for about 6 hours or so, right at it. And then I laid them on this pizza tray, actually. Just lined it with aluminum foil, laid it on there. And then I brushed them with some stuffed barbecue sauce, which is pretty sweet. It's really not super sweet for barbecue sauce, but it's sweet for what I would do. But the rub that I had on there was pretty spicy, so it goes pretty well with that. And then I broiled them for about 5 minutes, and then I kicked them down on 350 for about 5 minutes. Just kind of let that glaze over, and some of the fat rendered down a little bit better than it did in the crock pot right there. But yeah, that's about all we got right here. I'm gonna break these open for you. They're still super hot because they just came out, but they're really juicy and super tender because they've cooked all day, low and slow. That's the way to go. Hope y'all enjoyed.